Hey boys and girls, this is something of a slight different change of pace. So this is KEK Torn. So this is a new game coming up. It's currently in alpha testing, so there's still a lot of work to be done to this game, but it's coming along very nicely, very clean, very crisp. And a lot of it does remind me of a kind of BOT type of graphics. But I have just come out of playing Mech Arena here as well, so this does feel quite slow, but it is deliberately made this way because of the particular genre that this game is. It's a mech game, but it's that's what I believe the developers have classed it as a slow tactical game. It is slow tactical, but the mechs and bots and whatever could be just a little bit quicker. Anyway, there is no sound in this, so we've got some music cracking along in the background, and I'll talk and say a few things as we go, but yeah, definitely looking very promising, this game, but there is a fair bit of work to do. So sit down, have a watch, and just enjoy what I'm trying to show. So you will hear the little sort of sound in the background there as well. We are using Discord, so the only way to really play this game is to get on board with the developers. Because it's still in testing, you have to be on their Discord server, and you have to have pros to get into the game to play it. So it's all kind of downloaded through to TestLite. It's basically a test server type situation. Like I used to do with War Robots years ago, but yeah, you have to be part of the community to be able to play this. So as you probably already noticed, this is a beacon control type gameplay, type of match. So yeah, you have to control beacons. So the idea was to keep this thing sitting here and holding beacons. Now there is a side little task that they have added to the game, which is there is a boss off to one side of the map that you get the option to kill, and it gives you 20% of your beacon points. So it gives you you have to accrue 1,000 points to win the match by beacon control. That gives you 200 points straight up once you kill it. Now, I'm kind of thinking that maybe that'll be something that they'll activate at some point, and you'll actually have to fight it rather than just shoot at it, because at the moment it's just a static thing that you can shoot. So, but don't quote me on it. I'm still quite new to this. Just having a bit of play and just getting on board and having a bit of a go and looking what the game is about. So yeah, there are two factions. So at this one, again, my memory's a bit short, but it's Bastions, I think, and then the other one is Hermits. There are currently two factions at the moment. So this faction don't quite like this faction so much. It's all very slow, very heavy. There's not really a lot of quick mechs to move around the map. With all the other games I've played with beacon control, you've usually come across fast mechs that you can get using tap beacons, and then you can drop heavy wheel on them. So it is a little bit different to play this game. So I'll say one thing at this point, I do like the concept of this big heavy mech that's in the, I'm going to call them bastions, I'm sure the bastions faction. The sort of the way it walks and moves around looks quite heavy, but it looks quite realistic. So yeah, there's a 10 points for that. Looks very realistic to move around in. It sort of hobbles around rather than it runs around. There's been a few things added over the time, so so you actually know when you hit things now because the targeter flashes red. So yeah. Okay, so that was the Bastions. I'm not overly fond of that faction. This is the other faction, and this is much better. This is a little they don't call it a dash mech, but they call it a leaper. The cooldown period for its ability is quite a long cooldown. It was like 21 seconds or something on the side there. So you really have to think about how you use this thing. But yeah, it's also the mechs in this particular faction seem to move around a bit quicker and just seem to be a little bit better than the other faction in my own personal opinion. It's just my preference though. So yeah, enjoy watching this thing, and then we'll have a cap at the end. I'll still say some comments because there's no game sound, so you have to listen to my my voice. So in true fault of myself, I don't always use the ability as intended, so I've used that to leap away from danger, and then I'll pick pick, I can't see who that is down the again there, but I'll pick him up from back here. It gives me a little bit more of a buffer. So you will notice there that my targeting is a bit all over the place. So it's a bit laggy. So yeah, it's a very powerful game. So I was using Discord in the background and running the game and also recording. So yeah, a bit of data running through my device. So after 3 games of playing this morning, my device was already quite warm. So yeah, it was quite powerful to run. So off to the right of me, that compound there, and I'm not really going to get a chance to show you, I don't think, but that's where the boss sits currently. Like I said, at the moment it's just a static item that you kill and you get an extra 200 beacon points, but I would want to hope that maybe it's something that either your enemy team set after you to keep you occupied, or you decide to take it on the gauntlet and attack it, and it fights back, and you know, it's actually quite a challenge to kill. So at the moment, like I said, it's just a static item that sits there that you can kill. Okay, there we go, done and finished. So this was more of a kind of a review of this game, I guess, from my perspective, but also just some solid gameplay. You would have seen some probably some common names in there, or some regular names like Ruffles Gaming was in there, I think. Definitely has a lot of potential. Going to be a game where you're going to be able to have more strategic gameplay in it rather than just dash in and kill stuff. But also just a little bit of a slower pace, and definitely very impressed with the way the game looks. And kind of the way the game plays as well, but there's a lot to go. It's still in alpha testing, so it's got a long way to go. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you soon.